Welcome to Particularly Griffin, where we get real particular around here. For today's topic, what we got going on is Doja Cat getting her teeth knocked out by her brother. That's what I heard on the street.
Oh my God!
So when I looked into it, first thing I had to do was look up what I saw, and all the first thing I saw was the TMZ, doing what TMZ always do. Let me follow you down the street. Let me follow you to your house. Let me go into the hospital and find out what your child name is. Invasive TMZ. But you can call me invasive just because I wanted to see what they found. So let me tell you what I seen. I seen them chasing a guy with locks or maybe twists. I don't know which type of hairstyle he had. But they chased him down. They found him. And when they found him, he was by a baseball park, and they just started questioning him. Just straight got right on into it, and as soon as they got to him, they asked him a couple questions. So he was wearing a navy blue jersey, Under Armour, and then also red shorts. Supposedly, this is her brother. But he denies everything. They asked him, do you know anything about Doja Cat? I don't know anything. He says, I haven't been around them in a year. So he contradicted himself. So it's like, do you really know Doja Cat, or was you playing the pun? Oh, I don't know her by Doja Cat. I know her by her actual name. Hey, you're our sibling. If you are the sibling, I understand why you did that. But then at the end of the day, you said you haven't been around them in a year. So when I heard haven't been around them in a year, it made me think this. What if he actually has not been around them in a whole year? If he has not been around them in a whole year, I believe this is what's going on. Maybe his mom is getting a refresher on the restraining order, just getting a brand new one, because I've been hearing and seeing small little notes around on People's Page, CNN, that they had a prior restraining order. I don't know if it's exactly in 2017. Maybe what was going on is that this happened back in 2017. He did this, and Doja Cat, the reason why she's not getting another restraining order right now is because it happened in 2017. That's my opinion on it. But then also another thing that I also want to talk about. Keep in mind, you always have your good brothers. You have your bad brothers. You have your siblings that will be there for you as your knight in shining armor. And then you have your brothers that's so soft that you have to protect them. Or you just got that one brother that's just in the middle where he just very choosy. But what I'm just saying is, you can't pick your family. And at the end of the day, if he did it, why would you expect any guy that probably got a lawyer to snitch on themselves if they're going to go to court about it? Or if they're not going to go to court about it, it's just why would you believe that he'll tell you that he did it? Because then now there's proof against himself. I believe he's probably smarter than that, knowing that his mom is doing great things. His dad is doing great things. Doja's doing great things. You don't believe these people know how to protect themselves? Of course they do. And then another thing, keep in mind that Deborah and Doja's father are not together. Because I had to think about this. It's like Deborah probably said something to her brother, but then what about the dad? So then they started talking about her dad. I do not know how to pronounce his name, but I'm going to go for it. So Damisani Dalamini is his name. And then for her mother is Deborah Sawyer. So for her father, it says that her, Miss Deborah, and Mr. Damasani met in New York, and their relationship was short-lived. So their relationship was short-lived, so it tells you a little bit about Doja. It's like Doja really didn't have him around. To me, it's like when I see a female when her father is not really around, it's like she really don't know how to conversate with guys. They're either more trusting or very non-trusting, aka distrusting. So it's just it really just depends on how Doja reacts with her father. It seemed as from what she has gotten, she had a conversation with Whoopi Goldberg about how her and her father had did a movie back in 1992. Sarafini is the movie that they were in back in 1992. So they had a nice little talk, As people have seen, they seen Whoopi Goldberg looking shocked that that was her father, and then she gave her a hug, and then it just seemed like it was just great talks between them two. We don't know specifics of what they were really saying other than when she started to talk about it on an interview. But other than that, it seems as if they only have a social media relationship, not an in-person relationship. So it makes me wonder, like, is really Doja getting everything she needs when it comes to knowing how she should be reacting to men and how men should react to her? Is like, do she has that respect line with men? And at the end of the day, it shows with her brother that really there's really no respect line. And I really hope that it actually gets better, or maybe we can actually freshen up this view, because right now it's looking pretty bad on her brother's side, and it's looking pretty bad on how she allows her brother to be her brother. So getting further into the topic of how I feel about this, I would want more so Doja to try to be very careful with her next move. The reason why I say this is because it's like the moment she do get a restraining order on him, it shows that it is true that she got her teeth punched. But we just don't know when. Two, we all know that Doja Cat is not the type to really not have her little small outbursts, as we can see in her tweets. So Doja Cat recently did a couple tweets earlier this week on CNN. So the singer had took to Twitter and over the weekend explaining a few things, one being not to call her by her government name. I would never call her by her government name, because that's just rude. It's like if they come out one way, that's the way you should respect them. If they say their name is Doja Cat, then call her Doja Cat. Don't call her anything else. She also says, "You're making my government name your screensaver is creepy. Stop doing that," to one of her followers. She followed that up with a message to a fan to delete their social media account if they continue using her full name. She also had a problem with fans who called themselves kittens, a term she says she made up as an alcoholic teen. So another thing about that alcoholic teens. When you're a teenager, there's the moment where you're just growing up, you're figuring out yourself. I can see with this tweet that she's just mainly just saying, like, look, keep in mind, you guys, everybody's growing up. That was a downtime in her life, and for you to call yourself that and she sees it as a downtime, it's like, in her next tweet, she tells you to go get a job and help your parents out at the house. Because it's just at the end of the day, that's what she needed to do. And that's what she ended up doing. It's just you guys are looking at it as like, look, she wants us to be her kittens. Like, she's not Queen Bee. She ain't asking you to be the humble, the beehive. Like, no. She's really not with it. She don't like it. She dressed herself up as a cat one time and meowed through an interview. She's not really out here looking for you guys to copy that or be kittens. She just wants you to like her music, buy some hoodies, buy some t-shirts, come to a concert, enjoy your time. Like, she don't need all that extra stuff. You can see it in these tweets. And then, yeah, she deleted them, but then at the end of the day, keep in mind, even if she deleted them and some people kept the remarks of it, keep in mind, she don't like these things. She posted it. You guys got to see it who got to see it. And then you got to hear people talk about it afterwards. Keep in mind, she wants some space. But for her brother thing, hey, that's already all out in the space. So we're all going to be all on that due to the fact that it's just like, look, no one's like domestic violence. DV is never, ever the thing to go for. And more into like her mom. I love the fact that her mom is in her life, making sure that Doja Cat is all right, making sure that Doja is getting what she needs. But like I said earlier, it's like if she has a concussion, how could you really blame her? She probably can't comprehend that she just been in something traumatizing, or it's just at the moment where it's just like, give me a moment to breathe. Because it's just like, dang, this just happened. It's like, that's my teeth. The moment I step outside, someone take a picture at the right angle, they got my teeth if it actually is broken. Or maybe she might have a dentist come to the crib, but I rarely know of a dentist that come to the crib. But if they do, that's cool. That's actually pretty cool. Other than that, Doja Cat is really just spiraling in the storm of, hey, did your brother really punch you in the face? Did he actually knock your teeth out? Is he actually bruising and cutting you and your mother? Like, she went straight to Los Angeles courthouse and got the restraining order. It's temporary, but at the end of the day, it's just like, look, that's still there. It's still out there on him. So tell me, you guys, what your thoughts are on it. Do you guys believe that Doja Cat is really going up under because her brother is really abusive and it probably has an effect on her career? Or do you guys feel like there's nothing against her and it's just like she's just going to throw it over her shoulder, maybe make a song about it and be like, look, if your brother treating you like this, she could put it in a song and put a spin on it, and then it make other people think about their brothers and make sure their brothers acting correct. Because at the end of the day, no man should be putting their hands on a woman. You can easily walk away or simply have a conversation. I wouldn't recommend putting your hands on them. I just wouldn't. It doesn't make no sense. But enough about putting your hands on a woman. Thanks for coming to Particularly Griffin, where we get real particular around here. Until the next episode.